Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. We are with Aniioki to bring you the A8 Pro Max assembly video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, but we'll get straight into the video.
Welcome to the installation and build for the Aniioki A8 Pro Max. You see it comes here. This came out of the box for me. There were a couple of little protectors on it. You've still got one on the back here, and you've got a couple for the display here. I would recommend you keep this on until the very last moment because it will protect the display from any scratches or damage. Other than that, the bike itself, the rear end, is built for you. So what you're looking at doing really is to build the front end, which I'm going to show you now. That involves building the handlebars, make sure the steering is on correctly, building the wheel, the mud guard and the light on the front, and then we're going to look at the pedals and installing the seat as well. Then of course here in the middle part here you've got a big cavity here where this big monster here is in fact a battery to drive the whole thing. So it's the biggest battery I've come across so far on a electric bike, but we will see how it goes. Okay, so first things first, we're going to look at installing the handlebars here, and these are going to then fit on to this stem here. So you've got 3 bolts here. You've got one which comes underneath the plastic from it here, so you can just stick that in here, keep that safe. What you're going to effectively do is you're going to remove this Allen bolt here from the top. This is the main bit that's going to hold the handlebars in place. So if you remove this and the red piece of metal disc, then all in fact what happens is this slides over the top here in place. Nice and simple. You can line your handlebars up, but what I would suggest you do to start with before, because you've got 2 bolts here to tighten, that's going to make sure that this is in line. But just install the red Allen bolt back in to start. Again, hand tight to start with. Allen key, just tighten them on up. And again, what you're looking at doing then is to tighten these up on the side. Now again, with these on the side, it might be that you're going to need to get yourself a spanner in here. It does come with tools in here, so it comes with a couple of spanners, and it will come with an Allen key kit, which is very useful actually. If you can take them out with you when you're going out on your bike rides, because it gives you a little toolkit should things need adjusting or emergencies. So on here we've got a couple of spanners here, and one of these should fit on the side here. So all you're going to effectively be doing is just holding this, tighten with your Allen key on the other side until we're nice and tight, and the same with the bottom one. Next thing we're going to do, this comes part of the accessories, headlight. So it's a sealed unit piece here. Looks like you can take it out for maintenance as well with 4 Allen bolts. It's got an adjustable bracket on the side here, so you need really, when you're fitting this, you're going to fit to these 2 bolts on here. Just make sure you tighten these up afterwards when you get the adjustment done. So first thing you do is loosen these off here. You can take these out. These come with a washer as well. So both of these out. Really just hold this up here. Make sure that you put your washer back in. And then position that. So all you're going to do is just hand put these in to start with. A little bit fiddly. Once you start it off, it's fine. Same with the other one. and just finish off making sure they're nice and tight here, each one. Like so. And like I said, you know, with this on the side, again, it's just a case of you adjusting here, just adjusting that to the height that you need. I would say just do one up to start with, and then once you've got the bike built, put it against a garage door or wall in the dark and adjust the headlight accordingly. Now, the other thing we've got, once that is fitted, is you've got the connection here. Now, the connection, it's, as all these connectors, they must be put together correctly. So if you look round on the black part here, you'll see an arrow here. Colours must match up, so yellow versus yellow, yellow versus yellow, arrow versus arrow. So line the two up together, so you've got arrows that are going to meet together, and it's just a case of you then clicking together. Nice and simple. First thing you can do, just put the bolt in just to hold it in place on the stem here. So take both of them out either side, and then just line it up here. Again, these will adjust, so this is just a case of holding it in place while you position the central point as well. Look. So I wouldn't do these up tight just yet. So again, on the front here, just a case of slipping this bolt out here and then slipping the front in there. So on the back here, you've got a locking nut. Now with that locking nut, it will only go so far. Before then, you've got to use your spanner just to hold that in place. And I find it easier just to tighten up the other 2 points here. Again, you'll find that then this will self-adjust to where it should be. Okay, all nice and solid. Okay, so now what we're going to do is fit the front wheel. So the wheel itself is self-assembled. It's got a nut either side, which you can slacken off here with washers. Just make sure they're pulled right out. Same on the other side. Now, obviously, this is only going to go in one way. It's going to go in the way of where you're going to put your brake disc to the pads. So when you do that, it has got a protector inside here. Okay, so if you slide that out, what I would advise you to do is just keep this for maintenance purposes. So if you've got to take your wheel off and things, it protects your brake pads. So just put that with your other stuff. What you've got to make sure as well, they put this in as a temporary measure. This is sacrificial. So just undo this bolt here. This slots out. If anything, I tend to hold on to the bolts. Bolts are always quite handy to have in your toolkit. So again, that to one side. Just be careful when you're slotting this in. So as it slots in, lining the brake disc up with the pads is important. Once that's in there and you're not going to damage things, then just adjust your bolts so they sit in either side. It might mean you've got to take them off. In this case, we'll take them off. So they will slide back in. Again, same with all of my stuff. What I say is just to make sure that you hand tight them first. Okay. All you're going to do, either side, tighten them up. Okay, so when you've got your bolt here and your washer on this side, you can then just tighten that up. On the other side, what you've got to take note of is, I don't know if you want to bring the camera in on the pedals here. They're nice cast pedals. It's not quite nice hard wearing. Reflectors on them and screw thread. It does say on here, they're quite good actually. They put left and right actually on the inside, left and right on the other side. Plus on the stems themselves, you see down here, you can see there it says right, so that'll marry up with the right one here. It also cleverly gives you an arrow for the direction you're going to wind them on. What I would say to you is just start off, don't cross thread these, is just start off by winding them on by hand. Once you've got them to a certain point, use your spanner and then just gently, again you don't want to damage anything, just wind them in. Okay, this seat here, quite a chunky seat, looks like a mini motorbike seat to me, and it's very well padded. The other thing you've got on the seat here, if you look on the underside, is it's got adjusting nuts here, so it looks like to me that you can adjust this forward and back by nearly an inch. So depending on your reach, if you've got shorter arms, longer arms, you can then adjust that accordingly. So what we're going to do on the bottom of here, undo this Allen bolt clamp here, slide this in here, and again, you know, just do it to a rough idea of what you'll think it's going to be. Just make sure you do the Allen bolt up until you'll feel there's pressure on this. So you want it nice and tight, you don't want it moving when you get on the bike. Nice and simple. Biggest battery I've ever seen, and battery is reasonably heavy, so just be careful when you're moving this around. 52 volts, so when you're going to lift it up, always employ correct lifting methods. Lift from your legs, not from your arms. So what you're going to be doing is lining this up in here reverse first, so just let it slide in till it goes to the back. You see you'll hear a quick click where it's gone into its metallic contacts, and we're in. It has got a locking mechanism on this side with keys, so you can lock it in there, lock the battery in there for extra security and take the keys out. Okay, this bike also comes with alarm system fobs here. There's 2 of them, which is quite handy, keep one safe. Again, they will come with batteries in the back, just keep an eye on the batteries with these. So to turn them on, quite clever really. First one I've come across on the EL bike, so it's good, is obviously you want to then unlock the bike to start with. As here's confirmation bleep from that, and then the same with pressing the power button in the center, and then that brings on the power in here. You see there, really clear color display. Battery does need charging. Maximum speed is recorded on here at 34. However, you know, I'm pretty sure within the settings you can put that down to 15. Make sure that you're legal as well. Okay, I have built this Aniioki A8 Pro Max bike, electric bike, and part of what I do, obviously I assess it as I'm building it, and the build quality is quite good. It's very solid and well put together. The other thing I quite like is the addition of these remote controls. I like the fact it's 52 volts. I took it on a little drive, obviously, as every builder of bikes would. I took it down the road just to check it was okay. It is so responsive. Plus, my favourite bit, is this. And it reminds me a little bit, those of the generation will know this, of the old bike called the Chopper. Okay, look that up if you don't know.
Thank you for watching the Aniioki assembly video. I'll be bringing a review video on this in the upcoming days. If you have any questions on the build process, please leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to help you. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the review.